What is cell cycle? What are the different phases of cell cycle? And what occurs in each stage of cell cycle? If you want to know all these things, then watch the video till the end. Hello, welcome to a new video of AVIJIT'S Biology. In this video, I am going to discuss about the cell cycle. So, what is cell cycle? Basically, the cell cycle is a series of events that causes a cell to divide into two daughter cells. The cell cycle's basic function is to duplicate DNA and segregate the copies into two genetically identical daughter cells. So, basically, cell division is a series of events that are involved in a cell division. What are happening to a cell before division and at the time of division are involved in the cell cycle. The cell cycle mainly consists of two phases. The first one is the interphase and the second one is the mitotic phase or the cell division phase. Now let's see how a cell cycle looks like. At first there is interphase, or when the cell does not divide. Preparation for cell division takes place. There are three phases in interphase. At first the Z1 phase or the growth 1 or gap 1 phase, then the S phase, and at last there is G2 phase or the growth 2 phase or gap 2 phase. And finally there is a mitotic phase or M phase where the cells divide. Again, it consists of two stages. At first, karyokinesis or the division of the nucleus, which involves the prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and the telophase. In this karyokinesis stage, chromatids are separated and spindle formation occurs here, which results in two nucleus from a single nucleus. Then the cytokinesis, where the cytoplasm divides. As a result, two separate cells are formed from a single cell. Now there are different checkpoints are involved in a cell cycle. At first, there is G1S checkpoint. In this checkpoint, it is checked whether the DNA can replicate. If there is any DNA damage or the DNA can't replicate, then the cell will not go into the S phase. The second checkpoint is the G2M checkpoint. Any problems in G2 phase, then the cell will not go to the M phase. Means whether the cell can divide or not is checked in the G2M checkpoint. And finally, there is M checkpoint in the mitotic phase between the metaphase and anaphase. Any problem in the cell in the metaphase will not allow the cell to go into the anaphase. Any defects in the checkpoints will lead to cancer or unlimited cell division. Now let's see what occurs in G1 phase. First of all, the cells grow in size. The cells become larger in size. mRNA proteins are synthesized. Then cells prepare for DNA replication and different cell organelles are also produced, as it is the first gap between the previous mitotic cell division and the new DNA synthesis or DNA replication, so it is known as the gap 1 phase. And also cells are growing in size after the mitotic cell division for the first time, so it is known as the growth 1 phase. Then comes the S phase or the synthesis phase, where DNA replication takes place. Means new DNA is synthesized from the older DNA. Two copies of new DNA are formed from a single DNA. Finally, there comes the G2 phase. Here the cells prepare to divide. Means they are preparing for the cell division, and the protein synthesis and cell organelles duplications are also take place, as it is the second gap between the DNA replication phase or the AS phase and the new cell division phase, so it is known as the gap 2 phase. And after DNA synthesis, the cells are growing for the second time, so it is known as the growth 2 phase. After the new cell division, the cell takes rest for some times, means the cell do not involved in any kind of division or any kind of growth, means no mitotic phase or interphase occurs. It is known as the G0 phase. So that was all about the cell cycle. So thank you for watching the video. Please like the video and share the video, and please subscribe my channel to get such videos. Thank you. We'll meet you in the next video.